posting it everywhere, and then I'm gonna go get some water. And they can hear us. So don't say anything too embarrassing now.
Oh, okay.
And I guess you can also do a audio check, because heck if I can actually check my audio.
Oh,
Because
yeah, once the ad is over, I can check that.
Because the levels that say in the audio always lie to me.
I know, it's so unreliable. All right, hello.
Hello.
Testing.
Hello.
Yeah, we're about right. The game or the music might be a little loud.
Oh, that's okay. It's just until, this is just only until we get to the actual gameplay. Alright, we'll leave it like this. Now I'm gonna go get some water and pee, so I'll be right back. Not in that order.
What's he doing getting pee for?
Okay, I'm back. Did the music just stop? Oh, it was supposed to loop.
I was wondering why. I thought it wasn't gonna have stream audio or game audio.
Oh, well, you won't hear anything until I navigate to it because of the way that this works. It's very considerate like that.
Oh, okay. I wish I could figure out how to do that with Jack. I have like this complex audio setup, and because of that,
It's not
there's no
that
way for-
it's not that complex. I've just navigated to a different scene, but I've had this.
I know you don't have it. I have it set up so that like me, the game, and Discord are all on separate audio tracks because that's good for editing later.
Yeah.
But it also has the side effect of people on Discord can hear themselves depending on what I'm streaming.
Oh, lovely. I guess it is about time. I haven't played this game since it first came out.
It's October. Are you ready for a horrifying experience?
The scary thing is with the completion status for this game. The other scary thing is that they rounded off Cortex's head.
Who was the really rounded character? Professor Utonium. They made him round.
They did. They made
weird.
him round in the reboot. That's right.
What if he gets in multiverses? Will we have square Utonium and round Utonium?
Do you think they're gonna make him into a fighter?
No.
I don't think so either. They already have the girls. I mean, we talked a little bit about that. It's for what it's worth. The Powerpuff Girls are getting people to play. Oh, hold on.
The player count bounce up a little again.
I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's the Wickersham Leader Show with today's episode. It's about time. It's about space. It's about strange people in the strangest place. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I sort of unexpectedly have Zelrog with me today. I wasn't planning on it, but he kind of invited himself, and I said, you know what? Why not?
Well, I was here for the old Crash 4. I gotta be here for the new one, right?
That's true. You got to be here for both Crash 4s. I was just saying, I haven't played this game since it first came out, and it's gone down in infamy as the hardest Crash Bandicoot game to 100%. And I don't think that's without merit. I mean, but a lot of it I've also heard is padding. Now, let me tell you straight up, I'm not 100%ing this game. I 100%ed, well, 2 of the past 3 Crash games, but I'm not doing this one. That's just going to be an exercise in tedium. I might do 1 inverted level per world just to show off the different effects, but I'm not going to, like, make sure I get all the gems and everything. What I will be doing is I will be playing all of the levels for all the different characters, which is something I didn't do on my original, playthrough. I actually just played through the main storyline with Crash, and then I didn't touch any of the other characters' levels, which in hindsight I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
I might go for the flashback tapes. I don't know. That's gonna be hard because you can't die before you get to it.
They have checkpoints.
No, but I mean, when you pick up the flashback tape,
yeah,
you can't die before getting there. And in the later parts of the game, some of them are so late that it's really bad. But I'm not going for the box gem. I might go for the color gems, but I'm not gonna go for 100% this time. It's just not worth it if you ask me. How about you though? What have your experiences with this game been like? Did you play it?
I am a pretty big Crash fan. I did not stream all of my gameplay for this. I did do 100%, but a lot of the gems are just tedium. So you got all the platinum relics? I did do all the platinum relics on stream.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry for you. At least you don't need to do it in inverted as well. Could you imagine?
And then they released it on PC, so I'm now in the middle of my second 100% playthrough.
You should try out the new mod came out that like makes it more of a fun experience to complete. They reduced the number of gems. They changed the location of some boxes. They made it so that inverted levels aren't required at all.
There's block achievements.
I don't know. Probably not. Mods like that don't tend to. Because if it's not a mod system built directly into the game that intentionally blocks achievements, usually they don't care what you do to the files, right?
Usually I find that like game altering mods block achievements, but I guess it depends on the game.
Yeah. Well, in any case, let's just get this started then, yeah?
It's about time.
It's about space, about strange people in the strangest place. Is it good morning or is it good night? Is it good luck or is it good night? I don't even remember what that's the theme song to.
I don't know what you're referencing.
It might be a show just called It's About Time. Where's Cortex saying Activision presents?
A Toys for Bob production. I think if this is the hardest, then Crash Bash is the second hardest. They're honestly, they're close. They're comparable.
And developed with Unreal Engine. It's Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Stellar, right? They should have had me do Cortex. All right. How's the volume on the game? Little low?
Let me put in my earbuds in check.
Earbeds.
Yeah, my earbuds. I think it's all right.
So, what are we thinking? Modern or retro? What did you play with?
When I streamed, I did modern without lives. On my second playthrough, I'm doing retro, and I have 99 lives all the time. So
okay.
It's not even relevant.
Not even relevant.
I think you can switch at any time anyway, can't you?
Oh yeah, it can be changed. We'll start with retro. So I just completed Crash Bandicoot 1 on my own. I just finished that game 100% for the first time. Not the Insane Trilogy version, the original. So,
Oh yeah?
yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You just got to take it slow. Crash 1 demands slow timing. I don't think this game is like that though.
There's also some mean backtracking. What was the
Cortex Power?
Cortex Power?
Cortex
Yeah.
Power. That one wasn't that bad though, actually.
Once you get the route.
At last, I, the great Neocortex, have you right where I want you. And now the final blow.
Hush, simpleton.
So, how did they get their clothes back, do you think?
Face it, Entropy. It's going to fail. Again.
At least
Maybe Uka Uka knows the clothes theme.
prison.
So this is probably common knowledge by this point, but this game retcons every other like PS2 Crash game, and this takes place immediately after Crash Warped, where the actual ending, where they all
Yeah.
got stranded in the distant past.
In a way, it's almost like that the rest of the games follow the bad ending and this follows the good ending. Such a shame, too, that Uka Uka is just gone.
He served
Yeah.
his purpose.
Now you're on my time, you little skunk.
What if this is a loop? What if he's stuck in the past, and then that's where they're gonna find him on the island in Crash 3?
Crash? I fear it portends an event of reality-shattering proportions. I feel it emanating from Insanity Peak. Quickly, we must go.
I like that the feathers are just taped to the back. He's just a plank of wood. Uka Uka has like some better ornamentation. Aku Aku is just a plank of wood with a goatee. Alright, here we go.
Apparently, in the Crash 5 pitch that was rejected, there was some plan
Hey,
of
Spyro.
possibly showing the the human forms of Aku Aku and Uka Uka.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the magnets on the TV says crunch.
Yeah. In memoriam. You can turn the TV on, I think.
Yeah. Crash 1, Crash 2, Crash Warped, and this one.
None of the others.
None of the others. It's
Well-
funny though because a lot of elements from those other Crash games are still shown to be here in some of the endings and stuff like that. Like in one of the endings it shows Nina Cortex.
Oh, right, the Coco one. I just realized something interesting. So, Nitrous Oxide is in this game.
Yes, Oxide.
So Crash Team Racing happened,
yeah,
in
Crash
theory.
Team Racing happened and Cortex was there for that.
but he's still stuck in the past.
He's still stuck in the past. I don't know. Maybe it
Scratch,
didn't
don't worry about
happen.
it.
Maybe he's just somebody, just an alien that they don't know.
Yeah. So, trying to piece together the timeline like it's Zelda.
I already lost my chance at a perfect relic. Let me tell you though, when I first tried to play this, I think the playthrough I did on stream was like right after I had played it on my own time, and
You did a second playthrough on stream.
yeah, but I barely remember most of it if I'm totally honest with you. A sloth, huh?
Crash! Quickly, we must go.
One thing I do remember though is that you barely get any Aku Akus.
Yeah.
This game is really stingy with him, and you can't keep him in between levels. But I remember the first time I tried to do this, and I tried to, get all the boxes in the first level, I was shocked. It's like, where are they? I mean, look at this. Level 1, 104 boxes? That's a crazy high amount for a Crash game.
Yeah, a big problem with this game is the levels are massive. They're very long.
Yeah.
The box count is huge. And obviously the fact that they're so long makes it a lot harder to do the perfect runs. Also, they're mean with hiding the boxes in this game.
Oh yeah.
When I streamed it, I made an earnest attempt, as someone who was able to find all the boxes in the previous games on my own, to just scour and be really
Oh
thorough.
yeah.
And every single level, I was still missing boxes.
Yeah. They're all hidden off screen or something.
And tires or something you would never see.
Uh-huh.
I can only
This-
think of, like, the one really mean box in Crash 2. It was
In
like
Cold
way
Hard
up-
Crash.
Yeah, I was way up above off screen. They
As
only
if-
did that once in that game.
Yeah, I mean, in Jaws of Darkness in Crash 1, they did the same thing there, too. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, hidden gems. I just know where that one is. I don't know where the rest of them are. I don't expect
know
to
if-
find them.
I don't know if you'd be able to keep it up through the whole game, but it would be cool to get enough gems for the costume on each stage.
You need... Don't you need all 6?
No, it's I think it's 3 in this world, and 4 in the next, 5 in the next, etc.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I'd have to be doing the sane version, the inverted versions for most of them.
Towards the end, yeah. It's also it's nice that you do get gems.
Tana on
for
a
just-
pillow.
Huh?
Tana's on that
Oh,
pillow over there.
There's a yeah.
No, you were looking for a body pillow? No, it's just like a pillow with her face on it. And it's... This is a one-time stream? No, heck no. You kidding?
If you're not doing everything though, this could be brisk. This could be a 2-stream game.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's going to be a little bit longer than You know, these things always take longer. I was expecting Sheep Raider to be 2 streams, and I could have stretched that one out into 3.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, because those last levels really gave me a run for my money. Okay, well, we've already missed the box gem. It's fine.
It's okay. There's the 50% and 80% gems,
That's true.
which I guess is nice for non-completionists, that they can still get a lot of stuff even if they can't get everything.
I guess the idea there is that, what is it? I suppose the idea there is that you can still get some of the costumes even if you're not trying too terribly hard.
Or if you're just not a good enough player for the like harder gems.
Yeah.
I wonder how many like kids played this, or if it's just weird 20-somethings.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm imagining that most of the people who play Crash games are people who grew up with the originals, or are at least more from an older... Oh my gosh, I almost got all the that one box I missed!
Could
It
technically
begins!
go back.
No, I have to live with myself.
You're gonna carry that weight. Just already
See,
is
you
a
do
long
need
first
6 to
level.
unlock the skin.
Okay, so it starts at 6 for this one, and then 7 next world, etc.
Yeah, no
love
thank
that.
you. We're not unlocking any of these.
Yeah, canonically in the, well, I guess in the non-canon ending of Crash 1. No, in the canon ending of Crash 1, Tana like gets with Pinstripe.
Okay, no, okay. So, the canon ending of Crash 1 is the bad ending, where you defeat Cortex, and then he falls down to Earth. The ending where you rescue Tana instead and just leave is non-canonical.
That's what I was saying.
The thing where she ends up with Pinstripe was only in the Japanese version of the Crash 2 manual. It wasn't actually in the game. It was also in like a manga that was released alongside Crash 2. There was never in any capacity referenced in an English game, but it almost was. The design for Tana in this game, in some concept, was Tana with essentially a baby Pinstripe strapped to her, like she had a kid with him. And I liked that concept a lot, actually. I thought that would have been cool. Just from
Bandicoots are marsupials. They have the pouch, right?
Yes, they do. But she was not using that. She was using like one of those baby strap carrying things. And there should be... On one of these walls, there's the secret to tell you how to get the colored gem, if I recall.
Oh, I didn't know there were, like, hints around or anything.
Mm-hmm. They're very easy to miss. How do we never see this before?
Yeah, we just never came up this mountain.
Insanity Peak. Well, you know, I guess that's fair, because in Crash 1, he goes around the mountain. He doesn't go inside it. I can't really get a good look at that life icon.
It's also kind of nice that there's a Wumpa gem, because it gives some incentive to actually collect them.
That's true. Especially because if you're not playing with lives on.
Even if you are, after a point, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you have a baseline amount of skill. I think you're going to be a
Okay,
99
see,
person.
right here. That right there on the wall, that shows you the path to take so you can unlock the colored gem in this level.
Huh. I don't remember that there was a color gem in this level.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, it didn't count.
Yeah. I am this close to die. Hold on.
Just do normal jumps. Don't get too
Yeah.
excited. It's like a Rayman noise.
Mm-hmm. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna mess up the jump. Ugh. I have to do. Okay,
Yeah,
so I have
the
to do.
gem's still there.
No, I have to
not.
do the trek around again. Alright, now let's do it for real.
I guess if you're really attentive, you could just like notice the sound. I just didn't before.
Well, if you don't jump on that leftmost platform first, then you're not gonna hear it.
Yeah.
This guy was just here the whole time, and Cortex never noticed. You were watching your first art stream, and when you saw the gun... Oh, yeah. No, I got a gun. I'm needing it right now, because I'm playing the game. Anyway, see you later, Zim.
Remember we were talking about voice actors that only have one voice, but they get work anyway because it's funny?
Yeah.
There it is.
Well,
They
he does
added, like,
he does have a
next
second
line.
one, which is Billy.
Oh yeah. They added a death line, so it's very clear when you're done. This guy's also just been here. We don't know who he is.
I don't know who he
We don't
is.
We don't know where he came from, Mega Man.
Uh-oh. I was so used to a Crash level just expecting me to keep running. That doesn't damage me.
No, it just slows you down. I think this follows the Crash tradition of even if you don't get all the boxes, he'll destroy them.
Hey, I got the box gem. Don't expect to see that. What do you think Crash would sound like if he could talk? He has talked.
We don't acknowledge Australian Crash.
Well, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about in, like, Crash of the Titans. It's like, let's go home and eat pancakes. And then Crash goes, pancakes! And that's it.
No, 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 no way. Not in a million.
His voice was a lot more nasally than Crash 1.
Ba-da-ba. I mean, that's assuming you could call that much of a voice.
Get him off, get him off, get him off.
Crash, who is that?
Lonnie,
Another redesign for Coco because they can't help themselves. Coco has to be the most redesigned character in this series.
Oh yeah.
Quantum Rift?
It appears to be a door between dimensions.
Yes.
How do you know that?
And we can shut. We have to go through, find my siblings, and fix this before some putz with a big evil plan and a bigger ego does something monumentally stupid.
We got Mute, Aussie, and Barely Verbal.
Unknowingly
Yeah.
paved the way for our bright future.
I was referring to when he appeared in Skylanders.
Skylanders.
He has like
Yeah,
full
he-
dialogue,
full
in
dialogue.
Australian accent.
Well, I was going to play that episode of the Skylanders show last week.
You have some little projects you wanted to tell me about?
Okay. I don't get Embryo's thing here. Like, it seems...
my potion will make me and
Yeah, like, it's like they completely forgot the plot of Crash 2.
Or maybe they're recontextualizing it to be like he's just out for himself, and it just so happened that in 2 their goals were linked, right? Which I think that's a fair, like, interesting thing, but I don't. It doesn't sell it enough for me, right?
The plot of Crash 2 was that Embryo was mad at Cortex for taking credit for his invention.
Evolvo Ray, yeah.
And
And-
so he wanted her to get revenge by interfering with his plan. And
Yeah, so I
Help
guess
Crash save the world.
the idea with that is that he's not actually a good guy. He's just got a beef with Cortex.
except now he doesn't, because he's like simpering for him. Maybe the job market was just that bad.
Yeah, maybe.
Wasn't there a few commercials in the 90s where he talked? You're not talking about like the dude
Oh,
in the
I'm
giant
talking-
Crash suit, are you?
No, well, there's that, but I think he's talking more about that one promo for Crash 2 that's like, oh, I just flew in from the new Ruins level, and boy, are my arms tired. Ha! Like, I love that guy. It's like, thank you, Minister. That there is funny stuff. That's some funny stuff right there. It's like, okay, all right, Crash. Like, I need you to. Good
And then
thing
you've got
I'm.
him rapping in Japan.
That's true. Good thing I'm not wearing tight pants,
Bandicoot.
or they would have ripped for sure. I don't know what that was for. That might have been for a trade show or something. I don't think that was for, like, public viewing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, Mad Max. Although it does make me wonder where Tiny went.
So, we need the other masks to close the rifts?
Correct. Now my brother
Yeah, a lot
is
of-
around here somewhere.
This doesn't really feature many previous Crash characters other than, well, it has the big ones, I guess.
Yeah, it's got Engine, Embryo, Cortex, Entropy.
Don't worry.
None of the animals, though.
Well, except Dingo Dial.
Oh, yeah, he's in it.
But yeah, no Tiny. Ripperoo appears in one of the ending cutscenes. Why does he want a weapon of mass percussion?
So the extent of their goal at this point is just, we hate Crash, let's get him.
Makes sense. Except Embryo, I mean, earlier when he said Embryo, like, my potions will make them invincible. Did he just tell Cortex? Okay, thanks, depth perception. Did he just, like, straight up tell Cortex that he was going to try to help the Bandicoots?
Well, he doesn't do a very good job of it in this game.
Well, no, because he seems to be, like, trying to play both sides. I don't know. We'll get to that when we get there, I guess. But for right now, we're in a post-apocalyptic universe where Engine has already set up everything so that he's, like, the big shot.
It's like Crash 3. Except,
I'm going insane.
except instead of time periods, it's multiverse.
And time periods. Also, it's got a map screen like Crash 1 instead of a warp room like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it is an interesting choice. I guess they
I
just
guess
wanted
you-
to do it for like the story
I
structure.
was about to say, because you can't really do the story if you can do the levels in any order. Also, now all the levels are themed to each other, right?
That's true. You did get like a variety in each warp room in the previous Crash games. More or
Regardless,
less.
yeah, regardless of what the actual room looked like especially in Crash 3, you'd go to like a warp room that was themed to like, I don't know, the Egypt level, but the first Egypt level you played like an hour ago. Wait a minute. There's always okay.
It did have more consistency than 2, but not a ton.
Not a ton.
I do like Crash more when it feels like a world, like it has some degree of you know, more to it, but the PS2 era just kind of got a little too self-aware.
I really like Twinsanity. I think it's very funny overall. I mean, I haven't really played it, and I know it's a mess. Like, it just straight up is... Oh, see that right there? There it is. There's our first example of that. Right there, that one little thing was like... Ugh. There was a box just off screen, and you just had to be sure to check every time you see a stack of boxes. Every time you see a stack of boxes.
Yep. The Crash 5 pitch was apparently planned to bring back some stuff from Twinsanity, like Nina and the magic, the school for bad guys, which I hate that there's a school for bad guys, and I'm glad it's not back.
It was kind of tied to Nina, because
Yeah.
in Titans and Twinsanity, excuse me, Titans and in Mind Over Mutant, they talk about how like Crash and Aku Aku go there to like pick her up or something, because Cortex sent her to evil boarding school after she betrayed him in in Crash of the Titans.
Not getting that.
See
box.
that up there? Yeah.
Did you almost belly flop it?
In a way, I had to resign myself to this because, like, you know, it's like, ugh, every level is like this. I don't like that. I mean, I'm getting the boxes anyway, but a lot, I don't know. It's just, you kind of get into a get as many boxes as you can mode with this game.
It is tedious in the sense that I have to follow a video guide for every level to get everything.
I mean, you could try to do it yourself, but it takes so much time.
Then you got to do it again for the inverted levels.
And this, okay, this one is infamous. Look at this. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Mean.
Who
Mean
put
boxes.
that there? You never knew
Truly
that the
Dark
series.
Souls of platformers.
You never knew that this series had lore. Yeah, it's got a bit more lore than you might expect.
Well, it's got like a premise and a setting and everything. Cortex has got that Dr. Moreau thing going on where he's working on animals. Trying to create a mutant animal army.
Oh, there it is.
It's kind of unique, and it's got this this island setting that not a ton of other video games have. The
Yeah.
music in this series is so distinct.
I mean, yeah, the original trilogy's music is very much. I mean, when you hear those marimbas, you're like, oh yeah, it's Crash. Although you can't just slap a marimba on it and it's Crash music, you know.
So, just FYI, when TNT explodes in the other realm, it doesn't set off other TNT near it.
Okay, good to know. So I have to go back, don't I?
You're going to be missing one TNT.
Can the camera work with me on this? If it wasn't, if they would at least, like, I don't know, stick, okay, there's the life icon. I can never really see what the life icon looks like, but if they would at least stick arrow crates in these bundles of crates so that I could tell it's like, oh, something's above me, I'd better not spin, then that's one thing, you know?
Don't forget the other side.
Is there another one over? Oh my gosh, there is. I'm already not getting the box gem.
I know.
But like,
I just wanted to point out that that was also there.
oh, what? There's nothing up there. Color me surprised. Whatever. Oh, I don't need a new stream playlist, thank you. I'm quite good with the one I have, X-Boy. Every time I get a Naku Aku, I lose it like 2 seconds later.
I feel this game does like Flanderize the characters a little bit, like we were talking about with Brio earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's setting up for him to be a permanent character that they can just use in future games.
Yeah. I guess. It's just, he was always a minor antagonist after the first game. He never really... Well, I should say after Crash 2, I should say, he was a minor antagonist at most. Because he appeared into Insanity, but, like, he didn't do anything.
I'm just saying, it feels like they're definitely not going to like use him for any kind of storytelling after this point, like they did in Crash 2.
I guess we'll see where it goes.
I don't even know if there's going to be more games after this, especially after Crash Team Rumble.
Oh my gosh,
failed.
Crash Team Rumble.
So there's that.
How many did I missed 2 boxes! Wait, so it wasn't just that one I missed on top of the stack. There was another box I missed somewhere. Whatever. Whatever.
The Dingo Dial levels are horrible.
They are. They have
One
so
of them has like
many.
400, 500 crates.
Ugh, we'll get to Dingo Dial when we get to him. Oh my gosh. I am doing better than I expected, though. The fact that I'm missing like 2 boxes is not what I was expecting. I'm dying like maybe once or twice, which is a lot better than I anticipated, but it is just right at the beginning of the game.
Oh, you got like 3 skins unlocked at the bottom?
Are these DLC?
I don't know. We can also play as Coco in this game.
Yeah, I don't play as Coco. Not my style. Crash Compactor. Wait a minute. Oh, that didn't have a... Oh, so not every level has one.
We unlock the inverted levels at a point in the story.
No. I'm talking about the tapes. This is the first level with the tape.
Every level doesn't have one.
I forgot about that. Okay, so now I gotta make sure that I'm staying alive in this one until I get to the tape.
For a casual playthrough, the game only really gets hard towards the end.
Yeah, and it does get rather hard. A lot of insta-kill things. I mean, also with how little it gives you extra hit points, right? I've never seen an invincibility in this game. I've never gotten one.
I think I have, but they're exceedingly rare, yeah.
Like, because you can't take Aku Aku with you into other levels, you're just almost never gonna see it.
There's 1 or 2 levels where I think invincibility is necessary or almost necessary for Platinum. Then there's the dev times, which I would never dare touch.
Nah, can't be bothered with those. Hold up. Oh, nothing. I'm checking on top of every stack of boxes now.
By the way, spoilers, this is like... This game has the most unrewarding, pointless 100% ending since, like, Jak 1.
Yeah, they're all just PNGs. Just look them up online.
What does it have like a where are they now thing?
No, well, yeah, pretty much. It shows you like what all the characters were up to after the events of the game.
Okay.
Well, I guess I should also talk about this because I didn't mention it before, but now when Crash is standing still and he does a spin, it's a low spin, so you can hit the bottom of a stack of crates.
That was the case in Old Crash.
Was it? Oh.
It's more visibly obvious in this one, yeah.
I guess I got everything. I hope I got everything. You know? That seems suspicious.
All I remember from the 100% ending is like a pointless 5-second scene with Cortex.
Yeah, you do get that. That's like the ending, which I think is the 106% ending or something like that.
And it doesn't really like give you any information other than like maybe setting up for another game.
Another game that we don't know if it's gonna happen. Hey, Mega Mix, that's a reference to the Big Adventure, the GBA title.
Yeah. There's another thing I'm kind of glad didn't happen was the Spyro crossover.
Oh, hey, the Red Gem Path.
It'd be novel. It'd be cool briefly, but I think it would kind of cost.
Well, the problem with
game's identity
Spyro
a
as a
little bit.
franchise is that it's permanently attached to Crash. They can't do anything on their own because Spyro just isn't that popular. Like, I was talking about Crash Team Rumble the other day, and I think this is something worth pointing out, though, is that, first of all, the roster sucks. It's a pretty bad roster. Cool.
Threaded the needle.
3 of the characters, there's like 13 characters, and 3 of them are Spyro characters. It's like Crash, Coco, Cortex, Embryo, Engine, Ripperoo, Pirate Tawna, a new character called Catbat, the Rillaroo of that game, so to speak. Oh gosh, it's so hard to see where I was going there. Anyways, a new character called Catbat, Spyro, Ripto, Alora, female Entropy, who we're gonna get to later, Dingodile.
Nina?
No. I think that's it. I think that's all the characters. I'm probably forgetting someone. My point is, though, that there's no Tiny. There's no, like, there's a lot of Crash characters that just aren't there. And you're adding 3 Spyro characters? Why? You know?
I wonder how the game sold. Apparently, this game did sell pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa. Nope, that's it. Okay, what did that do? Were those Nitro before?
Maybe it added that one-up box. Oh, it opened that. I bet.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Goodness, there's so many, like, side paths you always gotta go on. How many boxes are in this level? 136! Also, in this game, I'm switching constantly between using the analog stick and using the D-pad. Oh, wow, that was way closer than I was expecting that to be.
Yeah, I use both for this game. I usually find myself using the D-pad for Crash.
Do you think it's saved that I got that hidden gem?
Gems do save.
Oh, okay. But I got it after the checkpoint, so I don't know. Guess we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
in the old games, it would show you on when you hit the HUD.
You're
like
right. Okay. Well, oh, I guess that's a nice thing, though. The double jump doesn't require you to use it on the way up. Excuse me? Oh. Alright.
There's not really even any point to getting the gems if you're not going to get the skins.
No.
I don't think they do anything else.
I kind of wish that the gems counted cumulatively, or you could trade them in for skins instead of one per level. Whew.
Ratchet has always been good about that. I think it's you can buy cheats with skill points. And you can buy skins with some other, like some currency you get throughout the game.
Oh, I know this trick all too well. They sure do love doing this, though.
Yeah.
The platinum bullets. The platinum bolts, that's it. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot!
That happens, and all that work was wasted.
It's okay. It's for the 1-up, which I desperately need. It's not like I have 20-something lives already. I don't know. You die a lot in this game, but they throw out Wumpa like candy. So if you're playing in retro mode, you're never gonna get a game over. Who is your favorite Crash character?
I know yours is Crunch.
Yeah.
He hasn't come back to this camp.
No, he's not officially. He makes a cameo in one of the flashback tapes, but that's about it.
Probably Coco.
Really? I wasn't expecting that. For some reason, I had you pegged as like a tiny tiger guy.
No. I like both Crash and Coco. Oddly, kind of weirdly specific, but Crash Nitro Kart does the best of portraying Crash himself as like a lovable dude.
I like
This game's not
full on
bad
idiot
about it
Crash personally. I like Crash as just a total moron.
He's a lovable idiot though.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's that Twinsanity thing going again for me personally. I just really like what Twinsanity does with their characterization. Oh! Got you this time. Got you now, you moron.
I don't like that Coco has like the millennial sass in this game. She's got a lot of DreamWorks to her.
You think so?
Yeah.
What the? Oh my gosh.
That said, it's better than whatever that weird, like, but butter obsessed Coco was.
In Mind Over Mutant, they were like, yeah, I don't know. And she just sounded like Jimmy Neutron.
Debbie Berry.
What are they bouncing on?
screens.
Okay, there are steel crates. I was like, don't tell me there are like wooden crates down there. How do I get up there? Maybe I can get it from the other side.
That's how.
Yep.
The slide jump is pretty generous. You don't need to be doing it as early as you are.
Yeah. Dang it! Forgot where the
can't-
floor was.
Yeah. I guess you could do the transition thing to the phase. To just fall straight down again.
Yeah, I know, but I guess I just wanted to do it faster. I mean, that's just good platforming etiquette in general.
Being able to see where you're falling.
Or just
think
like
the-
taking the slow way down so you're not killing yourself.
Yeah.
Dang it! Oh.
I guess in that case, you just have to remember there was one directly below you.
Yeah. I don't even need it. Why am I going for it? You know why? Because it's to make up for the lives I lost getting it. Because they dropped Wumpa.
It's the collectathon blood, even though it's not a collectathon.
It's kind of a collectathon. Three boxes. When you're missing like 3 boxes, right? That's like okay. You know what? Just give it to me. Well, we got the first flashback tape, so we might as well check it out. See, like, never mind. This is just as bad as I remembered it being. I'm dying all the time. Flashback tapes. What is this? Oh yeah, it's the flashback tape. Let's
Do you
try.
think it's a higher death per hour rate than like older Crash games, though?
Definitely higher than 2 or 3. I don't know about 1.
I'm impressed that you beat like the harder version of Crash 1. Most people complain about the insane version.
It was hard at times, but it wasn't the worst thing anymore. The real problem was the tedium of just restarting a level every time you died. That was the annoying part. Ironically, though, it's not as tedious as it could have been because the it's not as tedious as it could have been because the load times are way shorter in the original.
Yeah.
Broken. They weren't placed as an impenetrable barrier. I'll redesign the other text.
So the crates were not designed to be broken. All the crates in the Crash Bandicoot world placed by Cortex? Or is it from him throwing them out?
It does kind of beg the question, because there's explosives all over this tropical island.
Yeah. Oh, and all of these just use music from Crash 1 and 2.
He's still alive? Interesting.
If this is flashing back to 1996 or whatever, how old does that imply that they are? Does it suggest it's taking place in modern day?
Well, it can't be. Well, I mean, I don't know. Cortex has got to be like 100 and something at this point, right? Because he's lived his life twice. And he still went back to Crash. Like, he lived his whole life again, and he was like, this is Crash's fault.
It's always Crash's fault. Could it be me? No, it's the Bandicoot who
It's
was
the
wrong.
Bandit. But Uka. The Bandicoot. I think this one doesn't care if you die. I think it only cares about breaking all the boxes.
Correct.
I hope. Okay, good. So, I'll just do that then. Ooh. 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh.
I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you felt the need to go to that other box.
Because I forgot that it wasn't going to break the second I jumped on it. Two, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Does there need to be 118 boxes for this?
Boing, boing, boing.
Boingy, boingy, boing. Yeah.
First test complete. Well done.
So Crash was already wearing the shorts.
See, I had always kind of assumed that he looks like this, like anthropomorphic, because of the Evolve array. That seems logical.
Right, but
in Crash 1, when he goes into it, he already looks like this.
He already has the shorts and the and then Tawna, they're like, prepare the female, and she's already wearing a skirt and a t-shirt. So I don't know. Hit the road. Hit the road. Rockhead.
Rock It Head.
Oh, excuse me, Rocket Head. You're right. What do you think about this art style?
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
an alright way to modernize the series, I suppose.
Not my favorite design for Crash. I really like how he looks in Twinsanity, Crash 2 and 3, and the Insane trilogy. I know people think the Insane trilogy is ugly, and he kind of is.
Do they?
But I like it. Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Especially when it comes to Crash himself. I actually think that peak Cortexes, Insane trilogy and Twinsanity, those are my favorite Cortexes. Because he looks like he's got like baggy eyes, and his head should be completely flat.
I don't think there was really a reason not to just use the models from Insane Trilogy, but...
Alright, let's do this. There we go. See, that's the other thing. If you don't have the lives, then you're less incentivized to try to go around a thing like that.
So,
to
hold on,
puzzle.
hold up, go back. You see that pit below you that looks like you would die if you jump into it?
This one?
Yeah, jump into it.
I hate you, game. I hate you, game. It's water? It's... or oil or something. What is this? Should I be stepping
I
in
always
this?
assumed oil.
I'll admit, I missed the death tornado spin.
Yeah?
I really like that, but I don't know how much that would help in this game, considering how constrained the level design is. I will give Crash 4 this, though. It's almost entirely platforming. There's no, like, Crash 3 problem where, like, half of it's vehicle sections.
I do appreciate that about the game. And it manages to make the platforming interesting throughout using the mask powers. I kind of found the tornado jump, like, got in the way of my platforming. Like, it'd activate when I didn't want it to.
I can't say I've ever
interrupt
had
his
that
air
problem,
momentum.
personally.
I wouldn't mind if it was back. So you've beaten the base game, right?
Yes, I've already completed the story once.
And you got like the ultra spin or whatever it is.
Yeah, you get the triple spin. Uh-oh.
Rip.
Yeah, I
The
could just...
idea of which is, I guess, to make a like more skill-based method of like moving quickly for time trials.
Yeah, instead of the crash dash, but everybody hates it.
it's really like tedious to just. It's like L canceling in Melee.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something you have to do all the time while you're moving now.
When I was telling you about that version of the game, that that mod that people have released for the game that improves it a little bit, they changed it to something called the hyperspin, where now the only thing you have to do is tap it rhythmically, as opposed to doing the 3 taps to keep yourself back up to speed. As long as you keep tapping, you'll maintain it, which you still have to tap it, but it's way less tedious. I have no idea how big that guy's hitbox is. Flippin', I'm checking on top of every stack of crates.
Crash, I have been trying to reach you, but it's very difficult to traverse these levels and get in crates.
Crash, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Which of the kart games have you played?
I own Nitro Kart, and I've played both the original CTR a little bit, and I completed Nitro Fueled. Holy cow, I got 2 Aku Akus in a single level? Say it isn't so.
Don't lose them. In terms of gameplay, I actually think Nitro Kart is just CTR but improved.
You think so?
The story's kind of It is forgettable in a lot of other ways, and I think I've heard people don't like the tracks.
I have heard that. Sit.
Rip, double Uka Uka. Sorry, Aku Aku.
I don't know which one is which.
I get confused because in Samurai Jack, Aku's the evil one.
If they had 2 of them, oh goodness.
The 2 wrongs do make a right.
The sad thing is I didn't even die from something because I got hit. It's not like I lost Aku Aku and then... It's not like I lost Aku Aku and then, like, died to something hitting me. I flippin' just
no
fell.
purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one thing to lose me, Crash. It's another entirely to waste me.
Gosh, that's like some sort of Facebook bait, like that one SpongeBob post. It's like, what happens if I betray your trust? It's like, when did he say that? What? How am I?
With a very late slide jump.
Holy cannoli! How do? Oh wait, the nitro breaks it. I've got a better eye for collectibles than I did when I first played this game, I think. Because I barely ever got any of the, hidden gems. But I'm getting, not, like, all of them, but I am noticing them more often.
This is a neat idea. Some of them are mean, but it's a neat idea.
And then, of course, the inverted stage removes them.
It
Or moves
has-
them into
has
a different
new
spot,
ones.
rather. Yeah.
It's kind of a returning idea from Twinsanity, because that just had gems out in the world that you could collect.
That's true. But the only thing they unlocked was concept art. Whoa. It was also a huge pain to collect them in that game.
How so?
They were really out of the way. You'd have to do like a lot of puzzles that really were way off the beaten path to find some of them.
Yeah. I've streamed the game, and I started a 100% attempt recently, but I lost interest pretty quickly.
Okay. Oh, my finger's slipping off the control stick.
I know, I hate that on these levels.
Whew. Oh, wait a minute.
Yep. There's one of them. Keep hitting the trash. Oh, no, you're right.
The green gem. I have no idea how you're supposed to find that one.
Got the Wumpa gem. Oh, that's right. It's Wumpa gems is the ones that has multiples, not the box gems.
Yeah.
35 lives.
35. Wouldn't it be something if this level I actually got all the boxes? I got all the boxes!
Wouldn't it be nice? Our first box gem.
Hey, and our first skin. I'm not using that.
Yeah, a lot of the skins in this game are pretty eh.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I'm the kind of guy who likes to use default skins for stuff like this anyway.
There's like retro skins. I forget how you unlock those.
Oh, that's right. Well, isn't that just part of a level? Don't you have to do like Cortex Castle to get that one?
Maybe?
2084? Alright, well, we got 60 years to make sure that this doesn't happen.
There's a Flapper Coco one that I like.
I like the general Bandicoot skin, but that's the hardest one to get.
The Bandicoot 5 pedalization was a success.
Oh, so he did... So he bipedalized him first.
You mean
Are-
you'll brainwash him, Master?
Is that what was going on? It was a brainwashing machine?
I guess so. Oh.
And it's using the temple music.
Yeah. There's something outside. Did you see that?
I did not. This is October music.
How's it hanging? How's it hanging, bros? Hi, oh!
Well, you got to get those crates up there.
I got him. Hi,
I
Celeste.
came here today to crash the stream.
And then I get DDoSed.
Who got the time? Who cares? How do you think Crunch would play if he was in this type of game and had his own levels?
Goodness, I have no idea. Maybe he'd be combat focused?
Yeah.
Because we never really got it. Because he was never really playable in any. He was never really playable in a Crash game, any mainline Crash game. All the games he was playable in were in spin-offs, where he was where he was essentially the slow but strong archetype, right? Like he was in Nitro Kart, he was more or less the tiny mirror, right?
Well, if only Crash Bash happened after he existed, Rillaroo wouldn't have had to. But okay, no, it's Tiny and Koala Kong are the buff ones in that game.
Yeah.
Crate technology shows promise, but may require more R&D.
I mean, I have to wonder why the developers decided to... I have to wonder why the developers decided to put, like, Tiny on the hero side.
It's introduced in, like, the first cutscene. It's not a great explanation. You bad guys have too many players. You gotta.
Excuse
win with
me?
Equal
Did you see
sides.
that? I bounced off of a nitro without dying.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. Oh, there's crate. Hold on. Is there crates above the nitro?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you gotta get through this to the nitro crate and then come back.
That wasn't so bad.
Skills.
Yeah. Gamer with a capital G. All right. I guess, and also, since you can play these as Coco, I guess the story is that he got Coco and Crash at the same time, but he was doing them both.
You actually can't play these as Coco.
You can't? Oh, I thought you could.
There's a line of Crash tapes, and the second line is all Coco tapes.
Oh, all right, never mind then. But not Tana.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything to Tana. He just said, prepare the female Bandicoot, and whatever that means. Stage dive. Boss level. Oh, right. I guess now I can do the inverted levels for some of these. I'll play one from each world, right?
You cannot yet.
Oh, I have to unlock those later, don't I?
Yeah.
Alright, fine.
I know you're eager to replay levels again, Nick, but you have to wait.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I guess you could do this over like a very long period of time. Like you come back to the game in a year when you feel like playing it again. But then like all your skill would be gone. So how are you going to do the really hard stuff that you couldn't do?
Yeah.
Alright, all you bloodthirsty lunatics. Put your freaky little hands together for Rocket Head!
I don't know what's got Engine into a rock mood, but whatever.
Prepare for a beating, Bandicoot.
His personality in the original trilogy was just Igor.
Yeah.
So I don't mind him being just batshit crazy.
Which I guess
in
is
the more
funny.
recent games.
I mean, I guess it's funny too because that's what Embryo was.
Yeah. Well, he had like a speech impediment.
That's true.
I don't know if he was like crazy.
But he was like, protect the Cortex. We don't know what it will do.
One of the I don't remember which one of the games. It might have been Tag Team Racing had Engine as this weird masochist. That's kind of a
that
funny
was
bit.
just the Radical Entertainment games in general. That was in Tag Team Racing and Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant, where
I think
Engine,
the only thing I like from those games.
where Engine is like obsessed with Cortex.
Yeah. Which they kind of sort of do that a little bit in this game. Both are, for some reason, obsessed with trying to one-up the other and please Cortex.
I could believe that, because they were both essentially Cortex's right-hand man in Crash 1 and 2. This isn't right. Engine is I'm supposed to throw Wumpa at him.
Yeah. Without any animation. It just Crash projects it from his mind. These are way better than the usual Crash boss fights.
Yeah?
Crash games have pretty underwhelming boss fights. I think. Do you think that's an uncommon opinion?
Well, the thing is, like, I don't really care about bosses too terribly much. I feel like bosses are more of, like, a way for the player to just have a little bit of doing something different for a while, and also provide some, like, story progression. I never really, like, cared that the bosses were incredibly simple. Okay. Should I just spin them?
Yeah. I like bosses that are challenging enough to be interesting. Crash Bash had bosses, which I thought was really cool for a party game.
You ever play Crash Boom Bang?
No. I've considered streaming it just to see how bad it is. I haven't gotten around to it.
It's the only Crash game developed in Japan. And it's really obvious when you see that, unlike every other Crash game, they had to change the look for the American design.
Yeah.
And also, Purah and Polar are for some reason anthropomorphic and wear pants.
Oh, that's weird. It wasn't until, like, very late in life that I discovered that the Crash karting games had, like, mobile versions.
Yeah.
And that's what Ya Panda is from.
Mm-hmm. Hasty the Moose is based off of an urban, not an urban legend, but like just a story that came from a website from one of the artists of Crash Team Racing. They had a design for a hippo character that was wearing a, like, aviation outfit, and it said that the name of the hippo was Fasty, or something like that. People were like, oh, he must have been a deleted character from Crash Team Racing. He wasn't. He was actually in, like, the wrong file, and he was supposed to be concept art for this website his friend was making called Trippo, that was supposed to be about getting you cheap flights. But that myth persisted for such a long time that in CTR they made up a new character called Hasty the Moose.
Huh.
My beautiful creation.
I also think it's weird that they made Fixed Rillaroos its own character instead of just fixing Rillaroo.
Engine looks so, like, plastic in Skylanders in this game.
He does. I can see that, yeah. Do you like Gray Engine?
Gray Engine?
Yeah, because he was Gray in Tag Team Racing and Crash the Titans and Mind of a Mutant.
Oh, no.
Pirate. Booty calls! Haha! We're gonna get a booty call! Whoa! Me when I see the booty.
It's really ambiguous how the animals, like, play into the Crashverse. Because it was initially posited that these were all, like, all the anthropomorphic animals were Cortex's creations, right?
Yeah.
But then as the series goes on, they're just kind of out and about in the world.
I mean, there's, yeah, because now you're looking at, like, Pasadena Opossum, and, whatever the heck Willy Wumplecheeks was.
Look right here, there's these guys.
Well, they're from a different dimension.
Okay, yeah. I guess.
Maybe,
There's the,
I mean, there's also
the-
the possibility that Tawna, Crash, and Coco from the pirate dimension, were just like that. I don't know. Who knows? When you're dealing with when you're dealing with alternate dimensions, anything can happen.
I don't think this is Tawna's home dimension.
I don't know what dimension that is then, because everyone calls
I
her.
don't
I
think
mean,
we ever see it.
everyone in the fan base calls her Pirate Tawna.
That's weird. Well, that's like her first appearance, but
Yeah. I mean, that's what I've come to call her. I thought I've heard some other people call her that too.
I don't think it's a very fitting name.
Well, because she doesn't look like a swashbuckling pirate, but she looks kind of like like a road pirate. Who even buckles their swashes anymore? Come on, it's 2024.
They have a remix of the Crash 2 theme?
This is Crash 1.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum. Who do we got? Apparently, even that Naughty Dog, they had no idea what Aku Aku was saying.
Yeah.
The most common guess was rutabaga.
Hope there was nothing above that. I don't
I'm
think there was.
nothing. Okay. There's a cave in here. It can't be that far above me, can it? Oh, I hate you.
You can come back. You don't have to.
No, that's true.
I guess if you
can.
want to.
I guess I can. Well, does it save when I capture it and just leave, or do I have to do the whole level?
I think I tested it and you can just leave the level, but I'm gonna like look it up to confirm.
Okay. These are the worst things for getting all the boxes, because they're one and done.
Oh yeah. Even worse than the rail sections are the polar bear sections, though.
The two of them. I wonder if there's going to be an explanation for that. So in every dimension they use Wumpa? Interesting. You find anything?
Google says yes, but Reddit says no, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, if I didn't commit. Well, you know what, then? I'll just restart. I'm not that far into the level. The tape isn't that far into the level either. We'll be fine. Right, chat? Chat agrees.
You guys believe in him, right?
Yeah! Who doesn't believe in me? Do you think Crash celebrates Boxing Day?
Maybe. I bet Crunch does.
Okay, you know what? Crunch, that's another character who's had, like, a drastically different personality between games. What do you think?
I don't know about drastically differently. He was just kind of a generic strong dude, and then he became Mr. T.
Yeah, I mean, that's a drastic change.
I mean, Mr. T was the generic strong dude of the A-Team, but you're sure, drastic. Not what I'd cut. Tiny! Tiny was drastic.
Tiny was drastic.
Became Mike Tyson.
I can't believe you caused all this chaos. Oh.
And it was such a bizarre design, too.
They changed him from a Tasmanian tiger into a Bengal tiger.
What was that you said earlier about fixed Rillaroos? What was that?
Oh.
Like, was he broken statistically?
No, his face was wrong, and everybody complained that his face didn't look like Rillaroo from the original game. So instead of just fixing him, they added a new character called Fixed Rillaroo.
It's a bizarre way to do it.
Very bizarre.
Do you have to pay extra MacGuffins to unlock fixed Rillaroo?
Everybody basically just cost money, honestly. Everybody except for, like, the base cast just cost money. Alright, see? Nothing above it. Alright, and I got the tape. I still have a VHS. I got some VHS movies.
I think the only one that I own is the Urusei dub.
I have, Donkey Kong Country movie, quote-unquote.
The Crystal Coconut, something or other?
Yeah, Legend of the Crystal Coconut. It's They advertised it as a movie. It was just 3 episodes of the show. With some narration that they added in between.
See, that's the Blade Runner method.
Yeah. Oh! 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 Oh, yeah.
You got them all.
I got them all. Bill Drats.
Like, is there supposed to be mystique with these events? You just kind of accept that they happen.
I
And
mean,
you get an explanation later, but like,
that's the
who
thing.
cares?
It's just like, why did that happen? I don't know if it's supposed to be
like when-
mystique. If it's like, okay, it's more like, oh, all right, what was that?
it's like when Pokemon games change it from someone's PC to Bill's PC. Like, oh, it's a big reveal.
Well, I mean, Bill is probably the one of those characters that people cared the most about. Like, because there are other characters in the series who also do that, and I don't remember any of them.
It's more that, like, who cares that they bothered to call it someone's PC? Just call it Bill's PC from the start.
Yeah. Why isn't it mine?
Actually, why isn't it like a federal system? Why is one guy? Why is it just his home computer?
Oh, you'd be
storing all these Pokemon?
surprised how many federal systems are maintained by like one guy. Nothing? Okay, I'll take your word
Always
for
gotta
it.
check now. The game that invokes paranoia like no other.
Anyway, first backtracking segment. I can't see where I'm going.
Yeah, it's better to take the right path.
Hiya! Alright, I see what you mean. Well, I'll live, I'm sure.
Because you can see the crates more or less from here. You only have to go back to those flame crates on the left side.
We have to basically go back the entire way, though.
Well, not on the moving platform.
No. And I'll just wait for that guy. That thing, I should say. Everything's swinging swords everywhere. What are they swinging them for? Hey! Yeah! Yeah, you! Back and forward, back and forward.
Hey, I'm swinging here!
What do you think made Tawna fall in love with Crash?
Oh, I guess the implication is that he saved her.
He wasn't
they
her
couple
girlfriend
before that?
before. She wasn't his girlfriend before then?
Oh. Crash 1 did not have the most thought out lore.
No.
I guess she is like described in the manual as his girlfriend. Or something.
That's why I mean, that's the whole reason he went back for her, right? Because otherwise, I don't think Crash really cared about Cortex taking over the world.
Yeah. I think if there were a movie adaptation or something, they'd be just as well replacing Tawna with Coco.
Yeah. Gosh, a Crash Bandicoot movie. We both Bandicoots want to make out? Oh, okay. Can I get this? Nope. Well, I've got as many.
Maybe if you like,
I've got as many
move
tries
away.
as I want. Yeah,
maybe if you spin and move away so that it's the high spin.
maybe. That's what I was trying to do, but instead of jumping, I guess. Yeah.
Actually, I think I tried that for a while and it didn't work. You might have to jump.
Ah! All right. Let's see. Might as well try it first, honestly. Oh, who am I kidding?
Obviously, it's his winning personality.
Yeah.
Cut every attempt but that one. First try.
Editor, who are you? Editor? I have one of those, I'm sure. Oh.
Is there a... There must be a detonator here, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about a lot of these bonus rooms being a lot of back and forth, you know?
Yeah, they are definitely a lot harder than the original bonus rooms. They don't feel like bonuses.
No, they're just, here's a side path where we won't punish you for failure. Oh, okay.
You saw that.
Well, I figured that this was going somewhere. Love that they're still using that gunshot ricochet sound effect.
Yeah. I'm still very interested if there is a Spyro 4.
Oh, what?
It's been rumored for a while.
Hmm. I mean, I don't know who would be making it.
Toys for Bob.
If they weren't in the COD mines.
Though they're not anymore.
They're not?
They're in independent
Oh, that's right.
studio now.
Well then, that's a
And
good
they
point.
have since announced that they are working with the IPs again. And dropped like various clues and things on the website and such.
Oh! Okay. Well, that's the last death oh, this is the end of the level right here.
Yeah. That one specific dude is very deceptive. I don't think you can jump in front of him.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we've told this story on this stream, but part of the reason that Spyro has none of Crash's popularity in Japan, probably not the whole reason, but part of it is because they completely destroyed Spyro games in transition.
The first Spyro game had such a terrible port that such a terrible transfer over. It's strange. I don't know why they did that. The one change that I think that they did, like, discuss, and that it's like, okay, I guess, is... Why was I so hell-bent on going over here? There's nothing here! I died 3 times to that! Why did I do that?
Crash's inner monologue. Maybe he has a genius voice inside him that's constantly criticizing the idiot.
Well, like Deadpool?
I always had this idea that he was like an idiot savant, because he sees cars and technology and immediately knows how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, Crash and Spyro were both changed somewhat dramatically in their move over to Japan. Spyro a lot more, and a lot more for the worse.
Yeah, I know that one of the weird changes they did was they moved the camera way up.
Yeah, the camera is messed up, and they, for reasons completely unknown, they halved his movement speed. His charge speed in the Japanese version is about his normal moving speed in the original.
Maybe they thought it would be too hard? They also changed him from purple to blue in the first game.
Sparks is only ever one color. They took out Sparks having multiple colors. And for both Crash and Spyro, they added hints everywhere.
That's
which
true.
is kind of weird, because you think you think Japanese gamers, they're usually the ones who like the hard games and the cryptic stuff.
Hey, we got all the boxes! If only I didn't die 4 times.
One more gem that still wouldn't have unlocked a costume anyway.
It would have unlocked a costume.
Oh, that's okay. It's still 6.
I think it's
When
just
does it become
6.
7?
I think it's just 6 for everything.
I promise it becomes 7 eventually.
I promise you, Crash. It becomes 7 eventually.
I do like early Cortex as well. Crash 2 Cortex.
Yeah.
I don't love when he became just a complete joke, like the butt of everyone else's jokes.
In yeah, you don't like that in that it became that in like Twinsanity, right? But I think this strikes a good balance.
Yeah.
Cuz he's pathetic in how much he can't give up the chase, right?
But he is also a driving force of the plot in this game.
Yeah. I mean, I love comedic Cortex cuz Lex Lang's delivery is perfect.
I like when villains can, when comedic villains can alternate between being, you know, funny and also genuinely threatening.
Eggman's been doing that.
Yeah, I love the Tails Eggman interaction in Tails' story in Sonic Adventure 2. I also like how, like, weirdly competent Eggman was in Sonic X.
Mm-hmm.
The entire human government coming after him. He's like, oh, ho, ho, for me it was Thursday.
Henrio, bring me a Wumpa fruit. The Bandicoot's obsession with them has given me a hankering.
But Master, your allergy.
Oh, it's fine. You can clean it.
I hope I'm doing this the right way.
Looks right. Checks out to me.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm supposed to hit the exclamation point box to change those solid. Okay, I could have done that before. Whoa, I thought that was 5.
Does Cortex just play this music in his lab?
He's a big fan.
Maybe in this universe, this is just what Devo sounds like. Crash music composed by the main guy from Devo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother getting the, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna bother getting that one up. Alright. I'm waiting for them to get stupid hard.
I remember the gauntlet in the final level. The one where you're, like, horizontal, just zipping up and down through lasers everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Something to look forward to. Anyway, Tawna.
No, we don't know about her yet.
I can see her. It's right there. That's Tawna. I can see.
Who is that? Who is that mysterious character?
We've been captured. Oh, yeah. She's not from this dimension. You're right. What dimension is she from? Well, the same one as... We already talked about female entropy.
Are they from the same one? I don't remember.
Yes, because
Maybe.
she killed... She's about to explain it, but son of a gun. It's fine. This game auto-saves, so I don't have to worry about any lost progress.
Oh, did it crash?
No, my PS4 sometimes just ejects the disc for no reason.
Oh, right. You were talking about that. Because it has the conductive
It's a touch
knock button.
It's a touch capacitive button.
Wow, that's awful.
It is. That's why I want a PS4 Pro. because it has an actual eject button. Like, what was wrong with buttons, Sony? You know? Buttons, they work.
Apple's bringing buttons back.
Really?
Yeah. The latest iPhone has buttons again, I hear.
When are they going to add the headphone jack back?
I know. That's what I'm waiting for.
Well, hey, at least I wasn't in the middle of the level. At least it was just loading it, right?
Activision presents
A Toys for Bob production.
He reads them all in Crash Bash.
A Eurocom Entertainment production, yeah. That is a funny thing, I guess. It's like if Bowser was the one who was introducing Nintendo.
Yeah, Cortex is the dedicated Crash narrator just because he's got the best voice for it.
Alright. How do you dye your hair in strips like that? Isn't that hard?
Probably. Oh man, what if it ejected the disc as you were like just approaching the end of a level with 500 crates?
Hey, you know what happened? You know what game did that to me? I was about to finish the tutorial for Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't save before then.
How long is the tutorial for Birth by Sleep?
About an hour. It's not like a traditional tutorial, right? It's not like, this is how you do this. It's like story intermingled with explaining all the features to you.
I hated how long the prologue for Kingdom Hearts 2 was.
How did they get kidnapped?
That happened on the world map.
Yeah,
We
but I
saw
mean,
it.
like how? Who is that? Yeah, no.
Well, there weren't any Akus in the level.
All right, so we've got a Bowser bomb. If I press circle, she automatically jumps to do it, which means she can't crouch.
Correct. Well, no, does she not? No, she has a kick on the ground, doesn't she?
She has a spin kick, but I can't crouch. If I do the crouch
On the-
button, she automatically does the ground pound.
I could swear her circle command was just a low kick.
Nope.
Oh no, I'm thinking of.
You're thinking
Wrath
of Coco.
Cortex
Yeah, I was about
Coco.
to say, you're thinking of Coco and Wrath of Cortex. She can't slide either.
No. Every character, I mean, you know this, but I'll explain it. Every character generally just has like one move that is their gimmick and
Yeah.
that they revolve around. Taunt levels are full of these crates just hiding off the sides of the screen.
Mm-hmm. So do you think Cortex made her voluptuous, or was she like that before?
I don't know. we don't know how much the what was what was his what was she originally based off of, like Pam Anderson?
Pamela Anderson, yeah.
Maybe that's whose DNA he got.
Apparently, I mean, part of the reason they decided to get rid of her is because people complained.
Yeah.
Parents complained she was too sexy.
Is that? Oh, that's a gem.
Hidden,
the flashback
quote
tape.
unquote. Does this have a flashback tape?
I don't know. I didn't see.
I don't think it does. I don't think any of the levels that don't have Crash and Coco have flashback tapes. Well, I should say. There's I mean, I can't see what's below me.
So that means it must be safe. Otherwise, it'd be bad game design.
Oh, it is safe.
I mean, I can see it. She is a very original. Tana was a very typical, like, made to be sexy character.
Yeah. I don't know about the too sexy claim. Like, I don't know, man. And she's barely in it, you know? I missed the thing.
Yeah.
Wait, how many boxes are in this level? Just 100 flat.
I've heard some people who just decided not to play the game because of the Tawna design.
I know some people hated it. I mean, not like Tawna was the most interesting character. I think in a way it would have been more interesting if they had done the pinstripe Tawna design thing I was talking about. I don't know, I just like that. I just like that for, like, after he rescues her in the first game, she's like, that's it, I'm going to pinstripe. Like, like she's just a gold digger.
Yeah. I wouldn't have liked it if this was the original Tawna and they just changed her design and never made any mention of it.
Oh yeah,
I'm
but
fine with it because it's alternate universe Tawna.
yeah, no, I don't really. I mean, she just kind of. She's personally for her, she's just kind of whatever to me. I don't really care about her either way. Can I reach that? Okay, I can.
How often do characters get like redesigned and people actually like the redesigns?
That's a good
It feels like
question.
it almost never happens.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some examples of redesigned characters that people liked.
I'm basically of the opinion that redesigns are never a good idea. Just make a new character or a new IP. Take the risk.
Mickey's redesigns were very popular. Both in the 40s, that was a really liked design, and in the 2013 show.
That's just because people grew up with those designs, though. Like, how many people grew up with the original one and thought this was an improvement?
I don't know what I'm talking about in 1940 when he was
know.
redesigned.
I know. So, like, how many people were, like, had an attachment to the original Mickey design and thought, oh, this is great, he looks so much better now. In 1940.
I imagine, I don't know. I guess I don't have any hard data for that. I know one of the main reasons he was redesigned, though, is because the animators were annoyed that his eyes took up his entire face. They had a really difficult time getting him to do expressions that way.
Yeah. They had that weird thing where sometimes he had eyelids and sometimes he didn't.
doesn't. Yeah. Wait, I didn't want to go there. Right on the butt.
Was that the Ed, Edd n Eddy sound effect?
Which one?
The I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, you're thinking of the Subalua.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. Oh.
Well, it didn't play that time. It sounded like it played the previous time.
Oh.
Okay, she can double jump.
Well, I missed out on the last gem then. Oh, gosh.
Well, now you got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Except you're, 58 lives, but who's counting?
I still want to go for it. I don't know. I
can't wait for you to have missed one box.
Oh, yeah.
FYI, she cannot double jump again after a hook shot. You probably noticed that.
I don't think I did. I'm not looking forward to doing those alternate path levels where, like...
You do half of a new level
and then the other half
the
of a
original
level. Exactly.
Remixed.
Yeah. I can't do these side-scrolling sections with a controller because in Crash you can move into the foreground and background. Oh my gosh, I gotta pity Aku Aku. Aku Aku already knows Tauna's here?
Can't he like use magic, I don't know, laser beams to kill the pirates?
He can teleport Crash.
Can he?
Well, he could at least in Crash the Titans. Gosh!
Eyes on target.
There's one more up there.
I got it! And you didn't believe me.
It's so bizarre to think that there's Crash equipment in Call of Duty.
Oh my gosh! Ghost from Call of Duty was almost in Crash Team Rumble.
Thank you so much. Wait, Tawna? But you're different. You're not from our universe.
I don't know if I'd recognize her. She looks like totally different.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't know.
We lost touch in your universe too, huh?
Yeah.
They lost touch.
Could say that.
She ran to Pinstripe.
What?
No, they died, is the
Yeah.
implication.
I know, but in this universe, she went for Pinstripe. She's a gold digger.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of evil scientists attempting interdimensional domination.
Huh. So, what you collecting? Crystals? Gems?
Masks.
Ooh, fun.
So they killed Crash and Coco in Crash 3.
You're not coming?
And
Sorry,
and
I fly solo.
Because,
I guess
But I'll lend a hand.
we don't know when specifically they were killed.
well, I mean, if she knows that they collect crystals, then it would have had to have been after Crash 2, right?
Yeah.
Make sure the female Bandicoot fills out those jeans. I want a dumpy on her. And that's the other thing. It's not like she's not sexy. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what the big deal is.
She has like a personality now, though.
Yeah. Even if it is kind of a whatever personality. Like, I've seen this before a bunch of times where it's like, tough girl, don't need anybody to take care of me type.
Yeah, no, it's not a unique personality, but
But it is a personality. Anyway, let's go back and play
it's
the other
something
Tawna
more than
level.
just standing there and looking sexy.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on, did I unlock a skin? Oh, that's right, I did.
It was a Coco skin. Oh, big horn energy.
Bada bada. Hi, Tawna. She might be from this dimension.
Conceivably. Although I think all these dimensions, she makes some mention of, oh, this place is cool.
Hmm. Why does the shark have an exhaust pipe? I just noticed that. I'm glad that this wasn't so focused on meeting alternate versions of each character. I mean, we got to see that a little bit, but I think it's more interesting to see like a universe where these characters don't exist, right?
Yeah.
Like, how is it different? You know what? Maybe the Mad Max thing is appropriate because they are in Australia.
Okay, this place rules.
Oh my gosh. Right at the beginning, there's a box way over there.
Couple on the side of this platform, one on the far right.
I hate this. I don't think.
I just did this, so this is all kind of fresh.
Oh, okay. But I never played these. You know, I never went back and got all these.
Yeah. You erased your original file when we started up. It was 36%.
Yeah, I barely done anything. I didn't even play these levels, so I had no idea what they entailed. In fact, so when I watched reviews and they talked about how, oh yeah, you do the other level as well, I had no idea that even happened. I don't know why I didn't do them. Come to think of it.
It was pretty obvious that they like showed them unlocking on the map.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really finicky.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm dumb. Can I...
Those guys are really not threats.
I can't grapple to any box. I can only grapple to the specific boxes that are off screen.
You can, but it's not. It doesn't really auto home well on normal boxes.
Anyway, like maybe the Mad Max thing is appropriate because they are from like Australia, aren't they? So I guess it fits.
I guess it's like a fictional chain of islands off
Oh.
the coast of Australia.
Okay, she does not have a low kick. She... I'm surprised that that guy gets killed by the rope.
This is the second character we've had with a weirdly lethal rope. There's another Penelope.
Oh yeah. Wait, Penelope?
Sly character.
Oh.
Sly 3.
Right.
Which, for some reason, your method of attack was to like yank people with a helicopter rope.
That's true. Okay, you're right.
We finished that recently. Jack and I were not fans of Sly 3.
Really? How in the world do I... There we go.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. Whoa!
That was a good surprised Cortex noise.
That's a surprised wicker noise. That's what that was.
It's so bad at homing.
I like how he doesn't even realize until I've like pulled him away.
Go to the right from here.
I was about to say, I'm going to the right. I saw something.
You can jump on that.
Oh, okay, I was like, do I fall down or do I go over? Okay, guess I wasn't close enough. Even though it hit that wall.
There's a cradle. Yeah, you saw it.
I saw it.
That one's really... I think it's possible, but very difficult to get with a grappling hook.
Oh my gosh, I can make that jump? I miss not having the slide.
I know. It really makes you realize how central it is to Crash.
Not just to Crash, but to me. I'm stupid. Man, what if I could unlock skins for Tawna?
Did you, hold on, go back. Did you get the crate on the left before or after?
No, I got it after.
Yeah, that'd be nice if you could unlock skins for other characters.
In, oh, you know what? Since we were talking about, you know, original Tawna in general, there is a skin for OG Tawna in Crash Team Rumble.
Yeah, no, oh, in Team Rumble.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say CTR, which they
No.
cram every conceivable thing from the series into.
Well, in CTR, it's only OG Tawna, because this Tawna didn't exist yet.
They kept updating the game for a while, didn't they?
Yeah, but it stopped before Crash 4 came out.
Okay.
That one's got a bunch of wacky characters in it. It's got, well, you can play as Chicken Stew.
I didn't know what the heck Megamix was.
Oh, yeah, no,
Because
he's...
I only played the advanced games after CTR Remake.
Mm-hmm.
I did stream them. Not bad.
I thought, you know what's weird about the original Megamix and also the huge adventure in the first place? What is with Dingodile's pants? Why are they flower patterned?
I didn't notice that.
It's, if you look at it right now, you can see that Megamix has it too. I'm like, why are they a flower pattern? Did they think it would be hard to differentiate between his pants and his body if it was brown for Dingodile?
He was just feeling festive that day.
They also mixed up the theme tracks for Engine, Dingodile, and Tiny in that game, and I don't know why.
They just stand there. All right, when she comes a little closer.
Yeah, exactly.
Attention minions! The bandicoots are inside. Start the Doom Ray.
It will come back.
Don't need to. I'm hardcore. Don't quote me on that. Wait. Oh, this is the thing that was chasing Crash. Am I starting it?
Why does she know to do this?
Why is she doing this?
Maybe she's just like messing with people.
Are you ready? Start your...
I didn't question this at all. I just, when I first saw this.
Yeah, I didn't look at the top or understand what was happening. Well, the fact that these are remixed makes you question, okay, which is the version that actually happened?
I don't think it matters if the box was here or here.
Depends on who you ask to retell the story.
Oh, it is Sonic Adventure. Huh.
I guess you can get the green gem on this version as well? Maybe?
Maybe. I mean, not like it's gonna spawn again. I already got it.
Why is he in a ball? Just one happened to be there.
Yeah, because just one happened to be there.
I think just Crash likes doing this.
he sure
Coco
does look happy. Look at him.
Coco just let him do the ball levels and warped because he'll have fun. Was it 86 lives? Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
One box.
You know it was one of those Tawna ones just hanging off in the distance.
I think it would be worse if it wasn't.
I don't remember if we mentioned this. We do have to stop about 15 minutes earlier than usual.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that. That's true. We didn't mention that at all. Alright. Now we fight no one. Well, I mean, there is a boss fight here, but we're not fighting them. Really.
Yeah, not every world has a boss.
Because this game really only has 5 bosses, right? Engine, Embryo, Entropy, Cortex, and Cortex again.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Were there 2 Cortex fights?
There are. Get ready for the wrath of Cortex.
Crash 2, Cortex Strikes Back. No, I'm the good guy, Crash. You should work for me.
Crash, don't listen to it. Meanwhile, Crash is just like picking his ear.
I realize this is not a plot-intensive series of games, but they really spoiled that one with the title, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, what did we think was gonna happen, really? Like Sonic Colors didn't spoil it, but did we really think that Eggman was gonna be a good guy in that game when he said he built the park to forgive his past transgressions? That didn't...
That hit hard.
I was about to say, that didn't just kill me. That launched me into the stratosphere. Sure, I'm glad we keep ending up in dimensions where air is still breathable.
Even better, we're landing on...
How do we
like,
know that this is like the whole dimension? Is everyone on Earth pirates, or is it just this place?
Yeah. Honestly, this could just as well be Crash Warped. We're just going to a different time period.
Exactly.
Because the Mad Max one is the future. I think.
It is.
I think it was like...
2086.
Yeah, close to future.
And this says like 1086 or something, like 1486 or something like that. Something like...
We're also lucky we're being placed on, like, planetoids.
That's true.
Like, if you go randomly...
Who
more
knows
likely
where
than
you're
not,
gonna
just
end
gonna
up.
end up in the depths of space.
Yeah. Hey, the jet board! Hey, everyone loves the jet board. Crash 2!
What about the motorcycle? Why didn't they bring that back?
Oh, I died on this level. There was a tape right here. I died once. I'll
You
restart.
get yeeted by a sword.
Yeah. Later on, the tapes are near the end of the level, so I gotta start being real careful.
Yeah, they get later and later. Although they show you in a level if a level has a flashback tape, right?
Yeah, it does. I just didn't notice. And even if I did know, I still would have died to that guy, you know?
You think one of these is just like the Sly universe? Just all these anthropomorphic animals. Maybe this is the Sly universe in 1014 or whatever.
If only Crash was like Sony exclusive still.
So Activision still owns him. They're just under Microsoft now.
Yes. And Microsoft is not interested in keeping Crash locked to the Xbox. Which is, you know, good for all of us.
They've expressed interest in having their character in Smash. They have several in Smash.
That's true. Well, by several you mean 2.
Yeah. More than most companies.
Except Nintendo.
Sega. Capcom.
Yeah. Who each have 3.
Capcom has Mega Man and Ryu. Well, oh, okay, you're counting Ken.
Yeah. I mean, it's a different character, even if it's an Echo.
Yeah. I think I've mentioned this before. I would love a Crash in Smash that is centralized around slide canceling. Because that's what his games revolve around. Other than Crash 1, but...
You should have a multi-jab where he spins you.
Yeah, obviously the spin's got to be included. Although it can't... Would it be a multi-jab? It feels like it would be a low-damage, high-knockback move. You send people flying with the spin.
Do you think it's just going to be like Meta Knight's Tornado?
That'd be disappointing. I see it more like, what's that, like, Cloud's finisher move?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Although the fact that Coco can now do everything Crash can do just kind of makes her a better Crash, doesn't it?
She's smart.
She's the tech genius and she can do all the platforming.
Yeah, that's true.
The genius knows how to outsource. How to delegate, rather. Hello, gents. How's the game coming along?
It's actually going pretty well.
Oh, I hope there's nothing above any of these. You gotta check everything. You don't.
You're making me paranoid, man.
Yeah, I end up checking everything. There's never anything above anything, and I still miss crates at the end. That's the Crash 4 experience. And I will get those.
Oh, you're right. That one looks like a... Well.
Tetris block with 5 pieces, yes.
Does any of this music really do anything for you?
I haven't noticed any of it.
Yeah.
It's like Hans Zimmer music. It's just there in the background. It's designed for you not to notice.
Because the only music that really sticks out to me is any of the music that deals with leitmotifs. That's
Like
why...
we're using the Crash themes.
Well, yeah, that's why I love the Cortex music, because every single level that you play with Cortex uses Cortex's theme. And I love Cortex's theme.
It is weirdly like surf rocky, considering it's about Cortex, the original version.
Well, I mean, no, the original is like, it's really slow in Crash 1.
Oh, I mean Crash 2. Was it the same theme in Crash 1?
It's slower, but it is the same notes, it's the same melody. It's the same. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's with like a surf guitar in Crash 2 is what the one I was thinking of.
And then 3 is basically the same thing as 2, except it's got percussion. Hey, the green gem.
The whole premise of Crash Bash is that Aku Aku and Uka Uka, that we cannot fight. The ancients would not allow it. Meanwhile, in Crash 3, they're just going at
They're
each
just
other.
literally fighting, yeah. Who are the ancients? Excuse me.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Who are they?
It's interesting that this game does feel like it takes a couple beats from Wrath of Cortex. Although mainly just like the 4 masks, I guess.
There is a cameo in one of the levels from the Elementals. You see a picture of them on the wall.
Sure wish I had a mask right about now.
We'll be
Is
fine.
what I bet he's thinking. I'm not playing. 77 lives.
And that's with me dying a fair bit.
It really begs the question of if lives in Wumpa Fruit are this abundant, then who is this mode for? Are the little Timmies gonna say, "Yeah, I'm hardcore. I'm gonna play the retro mode"?
No, this is more likely for old heads who are like, I just keep the lives.
Yeah, but then they're not gonna have no problem with this. is
Well,
what I'm saying.
I think it's more so just about the aesthetics of having the life counter than really anything to do with difficulty.
I guess
I mean, that's why I do it. I'm used to it.
it's also not like the previous Crash games. You wouldn't end up with 99 lives.
Oh yeah, no, you'd end up with tons of lives in those games too. Like that was the thing. I mean, that was the thing when I was playing Crash 1. They still hand out Wumpa like candy.
Happens in Donkey Kong Country. Although that resets when you turn the game off.
Oh, so does Crash 1. Which is part of the reason why they give you so much. Not to mention that anytime you collect a 1-up in a stage, you can't go back to get it again.
So what of the Insane trilogy have you streamed since the reboot? Was it
Just 2 and
Crash
3. Just 2 and 3.
Okay.
I haven't gone back to do Crash 1 Insane.
Which the big difference between that and the PS1 version is that...
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it dragged you. You don't have to go through a level without dying to get most gems in the remake. Whereas you have to do that with every single gem in the original game.
Right, but I've already done that, so...
Yeah.
And heck, Stormy Slippery Climb is a level that still requires you to do it without dying, because That's a level with a colored gem.
Yeah, the colored gems are on some annoying levels.
In the Japanese version of the original, they actually switched out which levels had the colored gems.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did they make them like? Why would that matter?
I think
guess in case you weren't getting all the gems.
I guess so. Like I think they changed Slippery Climb's gem to be in the Lost City instead.
Which is also a pain level.
It's a well, that one's pain is just from its length, not from its difficulty, really. Oh, I'm stupid.
Although that does add to the difficulty in the sense that if you have to do it without dying, that's like getting the insane one, the insane relic in this game.
Yeah, except it's way easier to do it in Crash 1, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The game in general is just slower. It doesn't ask nearly as much of you. Plus, no time trials.
I did think it was very cool that they added time trials for the first two games.
Yeah,
remakes.
I didn't bother with them, but I'm glad they're there for people who like them. Interesting that they added the Crash Dash to 2, but not 1, but I guess it's because 1, like I said, is a very slow game.
I wish they didn't add it to 2.
Yeah?
I mean, I get you'd just be sliding over and over, but I don't know, that's fine. That's what the game is for speedrunning. Crash 1, the problem with Crash 1 is the levels were really not designed for time trials.
No.
There's a lot of waiting for platforms.
Which makes those times really strict.
I hope that blew up both of them. I think you switched to the other space when they went off.
Fine. Oh, I lost him. I lost Ika Ika. I would probably have just preferred if there was just one gem for getting the boxes. I don't need the Wumpa gem personally. But I guess there needs to be a point to Wumpa, since if you're playing in modern mode, then there's no point to collecting them.
I mean, we just said there wasn't a point originally, because who needs lives?
Yeah, but I mean, lives are something, even if they're if they're not much, they're something, you know what I mean?
I think the base 6 gems are a great idea. I don't think the inverted levels with an additional 6 gems are a great idea.
Mm-hmm. I cannot see.
What are you looking for?
Okay. I went down that green gem pathway. I'm doing this, by golly.
It's gonna be so beautiful when you get to the end, and there's one box short.
Oh yeah, I'm preparing for disappointment. Now approaching disappointment. Okay, they didn't even see me. Oh, hope you didn't.
That was like a watered down version of the Goofy yell.
You're right.
This is like a Skull Path difficulty in Crash 2.
You're right. I mean, luckily it's not like Cold Hard Crash. Okay, so they just kill themselves. Good, I guess.
Unless you miss the mines, in which case they're very annoying to deal with. This game doesn't have death platforms, I realize.
No. That's what the tapes are, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. It does kind of feel like this has the instrumentation.
Hey, I got 'em all!
But not really any of the soul.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Hello, Louise.
It is a boss.
Yeah.
A boss that they integrated into
Okay.
a level.
Oh, right. I forgot how to hit it.
Thankfully, I think they excised Louise from the time trials.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they do get rid of some things.
I think this is the only boss that's in a level in this game.
I'm trying to think, but Crash doesn't normally have bosses in levels anyway.
Yeah.
The most you get would be something like in the like the gorilla in Road to Ruin in Crash 2, you know?
So what do you think is your favorite game of the series?
It's got to be a tie between 2 and 3 for me. Oh, there was another one over there.
Yeah, I blended in. I want to say 2, then 1, then 3.
You think you really
Probably
don't like
4.
3 that much, huh?
I don't like the vehicle levels. There's too many of them, and they're just kind of, they control badly. I don't like the aesthetic quite as much as 2.
Mm-hmm. You like 2's more natural-looking environments.
Well, it had this cool contrast in 2, where it was like nature versus science.
Mm-hmm.
And you really felt that with like the music, the warp rooms. It was a very interesting scenario. And it kind of continued, well, I guess 1 had that themes in a more, I don't know, a more direct way. Because it was, you know, the lab invading this this island paradise and corrupting it with toxic pollution and everything.
Wait a minute. Why is this here?
I guess in case you didn't get any previous Nitros?
Wait a minute, didn't I miss a box?
No?
Yeah, because there are
obviously
those.
not.
There were those 2 that were hanging above those regular crates. They were like nitro.
Kano, old dark matter himself. Careful, Crash. He's heavier than. Oh, good. You're awake. All right. 2 masks down, 2 to go. Feeling a little less panicked. I was at a 10 before. Now I'm at a solid, let's say, 9.
We're collecting these so the bad guys can't. That's the plan.
Bandicoots are here to help.
Do we know the bad guys are trying to collect them?
Love this guy.
Maybe it's one of those things where we just kind of assume they are, and like we're accidentally ruining it by bringing them all together in one location.
I guess, because the start of the game was just Aku Aku saying, something bad is happening, let's go to the mountain.
Mm-hmm. I mean, their attempt to open up the portals is ruining everything, so that seems to be the thing here.
Oh yeah, they made mention of, like, someone opening rifts or something or other.
Yeah, and they're not supposed to do that. Come on and slam, and welcome to Japan. Bandicoot versus Wombat eval.
Willy the Wombat.
We still don't have a Wombat in this series.
I think there's a skin for Willy the Wombat in this game.
There is, and he's got like a tank top and spiky yellow hair. No tail.
TNT crate, a classic design. I got the idea from cartoons.
There's your heritage.
Love that.
It is very, like, weirdly abrupt in these games. Just as soon as the metal boxes are moving down,
Death.
and any speed, yeah, they're lethal.
This is Pinstripe's theme.
Yeah, it is.
You're telling me that Crash did this on one attempt? I'd also like to point out that Crash 1 has no nitro.
Yeah, no, that was an addition in 2. Sliding and nitro crates. And then 3 didn't really add anything to the platforming.
Hey! I got my timing wrong.
Other than, well, it added the power-ups. That was, I guess, what 3 added.
Yeah. I do like them. Could you imagine if we had the Fruit Bazooka in this game?
I'm good without the Fruit Bazooka.
Yeah, it kind of slows the game down, doesn't it? In order to facilitate its use, you need to, like, just put crates that are out in the... that are just out in the middle of nowhere.
Or have, like, I think there was, like, one level that forced you to use the bazooka because there wasn't a nitro detonator in the level.
Hmm.
You can probably slide jump from there to get up there.
Yeah, but if I accidentally break the bottom, I don't want to do that. This isn't accurate because in Crash 1, the boxes took 10 bounces to break.
Yeah. Quality life upgrade in Crash 3.
Hey, I need to count. I'm sorry, I need to count better. Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I need the count. I hate you. You told me to do that and I did it. I shouldn't have listened to you.
What do you think Coco's doing right now? Is she playing her video games?
Assuming she's bipedal like Crash is, I have no idea.
Oh, I didn't mean in the context
Oh.
of the flashback tapes. I just meant while we're on this adventure.
Oh,
I
don't-
guess she's with us.
Yeah, she's just there, I guess.
A simultaneous co-op would have been cool.
Also impossible.
Just because of the way it loads.
No, just because of the way that the game plays.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of obstacles where you like break your path behind you.
I'm losing it. Okay.
The explosion residue was still there when you respawned. There is one death message where he's like, "Embryo, get the revival ray" or something.
Hmm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Excuse me! I double jumped into it, didn't I?
You
Oh.
double hit it somehow. Now this is only the fourth one.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's not like a bit where he's like, prepare the dingo or something like that, and then it's like, oh, you naughty dog, because it like bites him or something.
Yeah.
That's it, the Revivotron.
I love those Cortex remixes. That guy does such a great job.
Who?
You know the ones where he like modulates Cortex's voice to a song?
Oh, NP Carlson.
The Dance-tron.
Yeah, activate the dance bot. Yeah, he's a YouTube pooper. I love his stuff. He made Mashed Bandicoot, which was a really good YTP with like an original story. Where Robotnik is Cortex's twin brother.
I feel like they could work together. One's a biology specialist, one's robotics.
Huh. Yeah, I guess Cortex is like a biologist, but he also just has a lot of robots anyway. He kind of does everything.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of points on his evil scientist resume.
I mean, Robotnik has to have some understanding of biology in order to use animals as a fuel source. Which, I mean, come on, the returns on that can't be good, right?
Meanwhile, Bowser just uses unknown magic to see what happens.
Whatever the heck was going on in Galaxy.
You're making it harder to count for yourself.
Well, with these, I don't care as much.
Yeah.
Because I can see, and I have a double jump. There we go. Gosh.
Ain't over yet. We haven't hit a checkpoint.
True. I meant to double jump, but instead he did a big jump.
I think I spent like 2 full streams just doing these, the flashback tapes.
Mm-hmm. Whew, lucked out.
Oh, you can make it with a normal jump, yeah. Oh,
I wasn't trying to double jump because, like, I didn't think I would make it otherwise. I thought I just... Well, I mean, I did, but I mean, like, I don't think I needed to make a double jump to cross. It's more like I thought I needed to make a double jump because I mistimed my regular jump. Oh, he even waved his arms in the air for a second.
that should have been a crash death where he was the Looney Tunes thing. He was suspended in the air for a second.
Rest now, sweet Bandicoot.
What is going on with the bottom of the screen?
I think it's just like CRT nonsense. Or maybe it's there to like, it's magic. You know. I can't. Why am I doing that now? You put that idea into my head one time, and now I can't stop doing it. Huh. I need to talk about something else. Did you ever see those, like, little toy paintball machine things from back in the day? They're like
the tabletop pinball.
Yeah, they're like these really tiny machines that are really basic with maybe like 3 or 4 bumpers, and that's it. Cause I
don't think I've seen one, but I am aware of them.
Cause I remember when I was a kid, in my dentist's office, they had one based on Crash Team Racing. Huh. And there we go. And and it was just like a render or something, and I vaguely knew what Crash was, but I didn't like understand it. Like, I was looking at Cortex and I was just wondering why he had an N on his forehead. And when I did finally know that his name was Cortex, I was like, why does he have an N on his forehead?
Well, because he is the one.
Yeah. If
We
only-
never get a proper name for engine.
No, we don't.
The fan one is nitrogen. That's what people like to think it is.
Nitro. I don't know why that one. That's similar to nitrous, isn't it, for nitrous oxide?
Because nitrogen.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, you can't blame someone for being called Nitro. The Tropy's first name is literally Nefarious.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what he is, because he's not human. In fact,
it was always kind of weird that he was just the third boss in Crash 3, because he looks more like late boss material.
you'd expect him to be boss number 4, but like, no, Engine is after him. Why is Engine after him? Engine should be, he should be the penultimate boss.
I guess it's for story reasons, because after that point, it's like, oh, you've messed up the time machine, now everything's gonna go crazy.
And nothing
I
happens.
don't know what that, yeah, it does exactly.
I'm gonna be honest, this castle looks like it's already in a really bad state.
Yeah. It's a lot more toxic in this version.
I mean,
In
because
Crash
there
1,
it was a lot
it
of
was
like
generally kind of
always.
separated.
Yeah, because there was Cortex power, but
Other than that, like, the factory with the toxic waste was pretty separate from the castle area.
yeah. It's more like they just combined the whole third island together.
Yeah, it is. You're doing it again.
Yeah, well. I don't know what you want me to do.
That stinger reminds me of the Bandland sample in Rayman.
Just jump over it.
Oh, it's true. The Nitros will get him. Checkpoint!
Subject, the increased thickness of the Bandicoot's skull seems to be paying off.
How do I get that? Does that hit from 3 blocks away? Wow, I would have expected it to be just 2 blocks. Oh, okay, that's on me.
Experiment failed.
You know, I'm kind of... those stingers kind of remind me of the Venture Bros theme, which isn't really so much a theme as it is a compilation of stingers all strung together.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's kind of similar to the Cowboy Bebop theme.
Oh.
Is that a bad? Is this over?
Yeah.
What is this experiment testing for exactly?
This is the Wombat versus Bandicoot eval.
I know, but like, what about being skilled at platforming makes one an exceptional general in an evil army?
I mean, have you seen how this world is designed?
Yeah, fair.
Seriously, wombat skulls shatter like snow.
Oh.
Yeah,
It was a good attempt.
It was a good attempt.
It was almost like a Mario 3 wall jump.
You think I could pull it off?
Don't think that's in this game.
There is a bug that basically just lets you jump on Nitro without detonating them or taking damage.
I think I've seen that.
I did it earlier.
This is a very understated boss theme.
It is. Two, three, four, five. Woo! Well, that wasn't so bad once I got past that first area.
Test L.
That's one. That's...
Looks like an L.
It's one with the little hat on it. That's how I draw my ones.
Yeah.
Or how I write my ones, rather. What do you think? We got enough time for another one?
Another level?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we'll give it a shot.
This is... Oh, this is the start of a new world, isn't it?
It is. Tranquility Falls, 1402. What does this one say? Salty Wharf, 1717. This isn't really different dimensions. This really feels more like just different locations. And Crash's world is already full of weird stuff. Okay, so we gotta make sure we don't die.
It might as well just be different times.
This one's called It's About Time, but it feels... I don't know, because it's about warping to different dimensions, and then the one about warped is time travel.
Yeah. But they could have fixed the whole thing by just saying they're tearing rifts to different eras.
Yeah.
But then I guess they couldn't do the multiverse Tawna tropey thing.
Eh. Where's the game?
Did it give up?
Okay, there it
There
is.
it is. Is this game on PS5 or just PS4?
It was released for the PS4, because it came out in 2019. That was before the PS5 came out. You can play it on the PS5,
Not
though.
here. If these chuckle nuts weren't punching holes in reality,
yeah,
we could
chuckle
open
nuts.
our own rifts. For now, we're
Embryo is just walking by.
I sense another rift around here somewhere.
Friends, I have a fun little game for you to play. I've got a reward for the clever bandicoots who can reach my testing ground.
He's lost his speech impediment.
Yeah. He's been to a speech therapist.
Oh. Good for him.
So is it really just a game to him? I'm very confused about Embryo's motives.
It really feels like it's just a game, doesn't it? So here's our Death Tornado spin, I guess.
Yeah. I do think this... You don't have access to it all the time, but this is a more interesting mechanic.
Yeah. Gotta remember, I can't die until I get to the end.
Oh, music, what are you doing?
Spinning. Dark matter spin detonates TNT. Well, so do regular spins. Nope, I don't need to hear you. There's something off to the right, isn't there?
Maybe? Yeah.
There's the tape.
Be a dick move to die right now.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? I know, but you know, it's funny in Crash 3, it doesn't really feel like you're time traveling most of the time either. It just kind of feels like you're going to different locations on Earth.
Unfortunately, my potion had some murderous effects on the attack.
Oh, his speech impediment is back.
All the better to test you with.
I guess I mean, they did establish like the different periods in Crash Warped.
Yeah.
The
But, like,
motorcycle levels had that like 50s rockabilly thing going on.
Yeah, but like the pyramid still exists. The Great Wall of China still exists. The stuff like that. Now I know these levels get real mean with hiding the. These levels get real mean with hiding the boxes. Anything over that way? No.
Maybe if you get that guy and then spin up there. I feel like there's an exclamation crate up there. That's what I want to say.
I don't see anything.
No? Okay. Oh, it's TNT.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. There was... Okay. You know what? I'm gonna break that first. I swear you have to go over this. Maybe you don't?
You cannot, in fact, go over it.
Oh, okay.
Purple is the enemy of green.
Guess so. Well, is it green poison or purple poison?
That's what I've always liked about you. So dedicated to science. Not like the natives here, unwilling to cooperate with even a simple deadly test.
He's also back to Maurice LaMarche.
Oh yeah, he's not. He was the only one who was still Brennan O'Brien for the longest time, I think.
Well, in Crash 2 he was. He wasn't voiced in... Was he voiced in... Was he voiced in Crash Bash?
Yeah.
Okay. He wasn't voiced in Twinsanity. He had no lines.
Okay.
In Mind Over Mutant, he had a big return, and that's the first time he was voiced by Maurice LaMarche. I love Cortex. I love Embryo in that game, though. He's hilarious.
Why do you like all the worst Crash games?
I don't even know if I like that game. I've never played it.
Eh?
I just love him in that game because those cutscenes are really funny.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got this.
We haven't even gotten to the bonus bonus port yet.
Superpowered potions, marsupia. I mean, other animals.
So he's in this game, instead of being fully on their side, he's just pretending to be. Interesting way of doing it. Oh, this is going to be a bundle of fun.
You want to bet that exclamation crate is the very end?
Yeah. What? This is way faster than they were a minute ago. I think I can make this. Yeah.
Why not do a crouch double jump? What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm doing my best. Do
All right, time
boxes?
crunch. I don't want you to die now.
Where's Crunch? Where's
176 out of 212.
Oh, we're near
85 lives.
we're near the end.
Will we see our first insanely perfect?
I hope so. A boogadaba.
Probably not. No, there's gonna be one missing. Gotta check.
You gotta check. Oh! That was supposed to kill him!
Yeah, it's really arbitrary when you win and when the lion wins. I don't entirely follow the logic.
Just sometimes I make sure. I just gotta watch to make sure. Okay, I guess if I'm on the ground, it's fine. Look at those. I think we got them all. Shame I died once.
If not for that meddling lion.
Yeah. Wow. I beat that with plenty of time to spare, actually. Persona. Well, we found a flashback tape. I guess I could try doing that.
I gotta go, though.
Oh, that's right. You gotta go now. Alright. Then we'll just call it here. I forgot about that. We got about halfway through the game. Is this halfway?
I want to say a third.
But we all, yeah, okay. We still haven't unlocked any of the other, yeah, we still got to do those levels. Okay, so we'll come back here later. Yeah. I'll just open up this menu and kick out the disc. Thank you for behaving, PS4. I know it's really hard, but I'm glad when you put your mind to it that you can keep the disc in the system. Well, that's going to be all from me for today. I want to thank you all for watching. This has been rather fun, actually. I've been having way more fun with this than I originally was expecting. We'll be back with more Crash Bandicoot 4 on Thursday, so